Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for January 23rd, read by Craig M. from Denny, Scotland. AA Thoughts for the Day. Tolerance. Finally, we begin to see that all people, including ourselves, are to some extent emotionally ill as well as frequently wrong. And then we approach true tolerance and see what real love for our fellows actually means. It will become more and more evident as we go forward that it is pointless to become angry or get hurt by people who, like us, are suffering from the pains of growing up. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 92. Thought to consider. Honesty gets us sober. Tolerance keeps us sober. Acronyms. PUT. Patience, understanding, tolerance. Just for today. Involvement, from the Keys of the Kingdom. A complete change takes place in our approach to life. Where we used to run from our responsibility, we find ourselves accepting it with gratitude that we can successfully shoulder it. Instead of wanting to escape some perplexing problem, we experience the thrill of challenge and the opportunity it affords another application of AA techniques, and we find ourselves tackling it with surprising vigour. Alcoholics Anonymous, pages 275 to 276. Daily Reflections. Having fun yet? We aren't a glum lot. If newcomers could see no joy or fun in our existence, they wouldn't want it. We absolutely insist on enjoying life. We try not to indulge in cynicism over the state of the nation, nor do we carry the world's troubles on our shoulders. From Alcoholics Anonymous, page 132. When my own house is in order, I find the different parts of my life are more manageable. Stripped from the guilt and remorse that cloaked my drinking years, I am free to assume my proper role in the universe, but this condition requires maintenance. I should stop and ask myself, am I having fun yet? If I find answering that question difficult or painful, perhaps I'm taking myself too seriously, and find it difficult to admit that I have strayed from my practice of working the programme to keep my house in order. I think the pain I experience is one way my higher power has to get my attention, coaxing me to take stock of my performance. The slight time and effort it takes to work the programme, spot check inventory for example, or the making of amends, whatever is appropriate, are well worth the effort. As Bill sees it. We found that we had indeed been worshippers. What a state of mental gooseflesh that used to bring on. Had we not variously worshipped people, sentiment, things, money and ourselves? And then with a better motive, had we not worshipfully beheld the sunset, the sea or a flower? Who of us had not loved something or somebody? Were not these things the tissue out of which our lives were constructed? Did not these feelings, after all, determine the course of our existence? It was impossible to say we had no capacity for faith or love or worship. In one form or another, we had been living by faith and little else. From Alcoholics Anonymous, page 54. The Big Book quote. Most alcoholics owe money. We do not dodge our creditors. Telling them what we are trying to do, we make no bones about our drinking. They usually know it anyway, whether we think so or not. Nor are we afraid of disclosing our alcoholism on the theory it may cause financial harm. Approached in this way, the most ruthless creditor will sometimes surprise us. Arranging the best deal we can, we let these people know we are sorry. Our drinking has made us slow to pay. We must lose our fear of creditors no matter how far we have to go, for we are liable to drink if we are afraid to face them. From Alcoholics Anonymous, Into Action, page 78. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. Alcoholics are people whose drinking got them into a blind alley. They haven't been able to learn anything from their drinking experiences. They're always making the same mistakes and suffering the same consequences over and over again. They refuse to admit they're alcoholic. They still think they can handle their stuff. They won't swallow their pride and admit they're different from ordinary drinkers. They won't face the fact that they must spend the rest of their lives without liquor. They can't visualize life without ever taking a drink. Am I out of this blind alley? Meditation for the day. I believe that God has all power. It is his to give and his to withhold, but he will not withhold it from the person who dwells near him, because then it passes insensibly from God to that person. It is breathed in by the person who lives in God's presence. I will learn to live in God's presence, and then I will have those things which I desire of him: strength, power, and joy. God's power is available to all who need it and are willing to accept it. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may get myself out of the way, so that God's power may flow in. I pray that I may surrender myself to that power. From Hazeldean Foundation, PO Box 176, Centre City, MN 55012. This is Transitions Daily. My name is Craig, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoy today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.